Hey guys, so today we're gonna talk about oversize and body types. If you're new to my channel, I'm gonna leave the link down below on my Kibbe body types or image identities playlist. There are 13 body types, so we're gonna talk about all of them and how to incorporate oversized items to your look. And why oversized became so popular lately, probably because of online shopping. It's much harder to buy something fitted and make it really fit your body because our shapes are very complicated and each person is so different. But whenever you buy something oversized, this kind of fits in most cases, in majority cases, right? I don't know how exactly this trend was created, but definitely it's very, very beneficial to all the shops, online shops that are selling us clothes. For example, I like clothes with fitted shoulders. It just looks better on me rather than dropped shoulders. I still do dropped shoulders, but I just balance it with something more structured on the bottom. So the point of this video is how to still look good with oversized clothes and how exactly incorporate oversized clothes in your everyday style. Each body type has a different structure and different height and different elongation and different width, different bone structure. Some time ago I made a post on my YouTube and I asked you what you prefer, oversized clothes, sleek clothes, in between or other. I got 9,700 votes, so oversized is 15%, sleek 33%, both 48% and other 5%. So we can still see that both is winning just because people love combining some oversized and some sleek pieces too, because you can't always go sleek. Sometimes it's just so cold, so you have to layer. We layer all the time. And layering, it is already oversized. It's just some oversized clothes can be different. Sometimes they can be very oversized blazer with structured shoulders still. It just looks oversized. It's very long. It's covering almost your palm. That is the shape of this particular piece of clothes that was made on purpose like this, as if you are wearing a jacket of your man. But there are different oversized pieces, like if we talk about sports clothes and sweatshirt, for example, yeah? It can be very oversized, very bulky. It can be elongated or short, but still it can be very soft and wide in terms of the shape. Then they make oversized coats nowadays. In terms of oversized pants, yeah, we have this trend right now that the pants are wider and we kind of don't wear anymore those skinny pants as much as we did before. So there are many people who are wearing those. I would not say it's oversized pants, but it's just wider pants just in general. But it's definitely adding to the oversized look overall that you're wearing. Let's start with dramatic. Normally oversized clothes on dramatics looks quite slouchy and untidy. So better choose stiffer fabric, cleanly shaped, not something that is drapes easily with those small drapes, wrinkles with very thin fabric, but something that actually keeps its shape. It's better for dramatics to keep the structure in, even though they go for oversized piece. Better if this oversized piece is quite elongated and then you are adding something quite sleek on the other part of your outfit. For example, if it's oversized top, you're going for a more sleek downstairs, or on contrary, if you have oversized pants, you are going for more sleek on the top. Even if the pants are oversized, they can be quite structured looking and quite elongated. In this case, you can even go for bigger blazer, but just if the shoulders are in place, that will look much better for you than if the shoulders are dropped. Soft dramatic. If they wear oversized overall, it looks bulky and heavy on them. So oversized piece in this case for soft dramatics should not be oversized and bulky and hang on them, but instead it can be kind of shaped into drapes, preferably. Even if it's bigger, then it's better if it's slightly structured, especially on the bottom or on the sleeves, something that would have its end, so you would perceive that it's ending somewhere, the piece. So something that would accommodate your curves. Even though it's on a bigger size, you can still make it work for you, having some parts of the garment closer to your body. For example, on the waist. So dramatics don't have to have that waist emphasis. It's just when they're wearing something oversized and without any waist emphasis, they can look like they're wearing that sleeping bag, something huge, bulky, and very slouchy on them. It doesn't have to be very squeezed waist. It can be quite relaxed waist, but if there is some narrowness is happening underneath your chest here in that area, that already narrows down the silhouette and it's already removing that bulkiness that is created by some oversized pieces. There should be some elegance in there. So if you choose an oversized piece, whether on top or on the bottom, make sure that you are showing a little bit of your ankles, wrists, of your waist, of your neck, for example, something that would narrow down the silhouette in your body still. Because here you have those curves, for example, you have boobs, you have hips, you can add there, you can add fabric there. It can be a little bit draped, that's fine for you, unless there's some narrowness in your outfit. Let's go to romantic. Oversized clothes can kill their elegance. They're not only quite wide in bone structure, sometimes they are quite small also. They look whether regular or on a shorter size, and they still have that roundness. So to go even wider than that can actually kill their elegance completely. Here again, little belt can help just to give that waist emphasis, because waist already can give us that narrowness and that altogether-ness, not that slouchiness overall. Then showing wrists, showing ankles, if it's oversized, preferably not to the bottom. Going for slightly shorter length would be also nice. Something, if that's puffy, better if it's puffy and then it goes to narrower piece. For example, if it's cigarette pants or mom-shaped jeans, that would be nice because there's some oversized around the butt and then it goes narrower down there. Then for the top, also think about accommodating your curves. There's nothing wrong when here is a little bit oversized, but then it has to go to some narrow pieces here too. So think within that and check for bulkiness for yourself. You can always go for narrower, oversized but still narrower. For theatrical romantic, again, same thing, it can kill their elegance because they're smallish, they're delicate in bones. If they wear oversized pieces, they should think within crop pieces. First of all, they should be on a shorter side, because if it's on a longer side, that bulkiness and slouchiness will just kill their figure. Or if they're wearing one oversized piece, the rest should be very sleek pants, very sleek skirt, and that oversized piece preferably would not be very long, but it should be cropped. Maybe even shorter sleeves would be nice. Also, showing the waist is always a great thing for them. Showing the wrists, showing ankles, showing the neck, all that is gonna balance the oversizedness of the piece. Again, unless you go for this style, because nowadays that huge bulkiness, it is kind of cool. So some people just go for that on purpose. Like Selena Gomez, she's theatrical romantic and she knows she's quite delicate, right, in the bone structure. And she goes for those sleek dresses all the time when she dresses up. But then sometimes she's wearing something huge and she doesn't care. So that huge, that was on purpose. So unless you want to go for a style like this. Now let's go to classic. Even if you go for oversized, it's better if you are choosing a certain outline of your piece. Maybe don't go for very dirty and muddy patterns. It's best just go for something very clean, maybe on more expensive side, the good quality fabric and things. Drop shoulder for them is not a very big problem, unless again it is structured looking and not too long, too elongated and too disproportionate for them, because their proportions are very balanced. So for them, even if they go for oversized clothes, still proportions of the length of the garment and length of the sleeves preferably should be fitted to them. So it should not hang on their body. If they go for slightly oversized pants and slightly oversized sweatshirt, for example, that's fine. Unless it's a good quality fabric, good outline, and the fabric is not super thin and hanging in there, but keeps its shape still, and maybe not too wide. Always think within the size itself. Like it should not be super wide. Kind of like classic pieces, not something noisy and too extravagant. For soft classics, same as for classics, just you go for something symmetrical in better quality and don't go for too tiny and don't go for something too cropped or too long or too wide. Still oversized, but having that outline, kind of trim. But you can also add some belt if you want. You can think also about the waist emphasis for yourself, so it will always help. Dramatic classic, they look great with structured things too, so if they're choosing something oversized, it's okay if it's going to be slightly on the longer side. It's okay that its top and the bottom both are oversized. It's just for dramatic classics is best when they're choosing something more on a classic side. So when the colors are more uniform, more expensive looking, better fabric, or garments that keep its shape, that is not hanging in there and it's not draping very easily into small drapes, but kind of keep its shape and like looks thick, that would look nice for them. They do look good with fitted shoulder, but dropped shoulder, okay, it's fine. Again, as I said, if the garment keeps its shape. To add that elegance, always think about showing that thinner parts of your body unless it's super cold. When it's very cold, for everyone actually, look like a balloon, that's totally fine. Natural. For naturals, it's cool. To have that oversized, even in a thinner fabric, that's just cool for them. They normally look very normal in that. It's just if oversized is too bulky, too huge, and too stiff fabric, so it keeps its shape and actually is widening them too much, it just can be very rough on them. Maybe just size down a little bit, especially here in the middle area, because when we say naturals look good with oversized, it doesn't mean that they now have to look like that. Kibbe still says that naturals look good with looser shapes and with more relaxed shapes, but still that are closer to their body. But their quite narrow outline would be better on them. It's just the outline can be a little bit relaxed. Shorter shapes also look great for naturals. Different kinds of patterns and additions look great on naturals. If they layer a lot of stuff and they layer on top the scarf, also looks good on naturals. If you want to go for more classy effect, just choose one thing of your outfit or two that would be very classic and slim. Then you can combine both and that would look great and very chic on you. Soft natural, basically very close to natural situation. Don't squeeze your waist, keep your waist quite relaxed, but just don't go for super bulky, oversized and very stiff material for that, because we don't want it to stand right there like this. So it should be soft. Drop shoulder is fine, soft oversized is fine, oversized on top, oversized on bottom is fine. Just keep in mind that around waist area, especially if you have some chest, if you have some hips, maybe it's not the best idea just to overbulk this middle area. So think within slightly narrower around the waist area, and then think about showing your ankles again, showing your wrists. And if you want to make your oversized look slightly more classy, again, wear one or two pieces that are more on a narrower side and on a sleek side, and the rest can be slightly oversized and slightly puffy looking. Flamboyant naturals. This is the type that looks great in oversized clothes. It's just their elongation and their width on top is allowing them to have bulky pieces on top and on the bottom at the same time and look okay, look normal. If flamboyant naturals are wearing bigger top and longer top, bigger bottom, longer bottom at the same time, those two things are hanging on them, they normally look okay. No waist emphasis even. Now, if they still want to go for a classier look, they can change one piece to something narrower or more structured. Or they can always show their wrists, narrower midsection, their ankles or neck. That will add some elegance to them and will dilute a little bit that too much oversized look. But just in general, you can choose whatever you want here. Gamines. Now, for gamines, you should be very, very careful when you're choosing oversized clothes, because gamines are quite smallish. They are sharp in bones and they are pretty narrow. So everything oversized is making them look like they are horizontal. Soft gamines would look even more horizontal. But if we talk about gamines, if you still want to choose something oversized, just first of all, combine it with something narrow and choose this thing in, again, it's still in smaller size and preferably cropped. If you're choosing bigger top, preferably would be cropped, with some waist emphasis. We need to get back to our shape here, somewhere in the midsection, and then choose, for example, narrower pants, showing your neck, showing your ankles, showing your wrists. It always will help you. Don't go for rounded oversized. So for you, even if you go for oversized, keep in mind that fitted shoulders are much better for you than dropped shoulders, because that dropped shoulder, even if you're wearing a piece that is not oversized, but it has dropped shoulder, it can look like oversized on you. So for you, it's better. If you still have with drop shoulders, that's totally fine, but just keep in mind that it can add a little bit of that slouchiness to you. So for you, something trim on the bottom would be better. Also, you can wear platform shoes or higher heels that can actually balance your length proportionately, and that can allow you to wear much more oversized pieces or any pieces that will give you more horizontal lines rather than vertical lines. But still, if you are a gamine, I recommend you to think within small verticals. For soft gamines, oversized and long. Two enemies of soft gamines, oversized and long. If a bit oversized is fine. If there's a small sweatshirt and it goes back to their waist and is getting narrower to their waist, narrower to their wrists, slightly balloonish effect, that's fine for them. On the bottom, they can wear cigarette pants or pants with some pleats or slits here, like a carrot pants, for example, or cigarette pants, something that goes narrower at the ankle. That can actually look pretty balanced on them, if they still can show their neck, their waist, their wrists, their ankles. If they go for something oversized, maybe cropped shaped would be better. I'm talking about both top and the bottom. They can have pants on the bottom if the pants are wide, maybe a little bit cropped, check that out, because a little bit cropped wide pants can actually look very cute on them. They would look a little bit like culottes, and that can create quite nice feel on them, even if here and there on the bottom, both two oversized pieces, if they're cropped, preferably different color, or if we can still see the shape. For example, I have this quite oversized and kind of square vest, but then it finishes here, it already separates my top from my bottom. So if my bottom is also oversized but quite cropped, that can actually be quite balanced for all of the gamines, not only soft gamine. For flamboyant gamines, it's best when they combine shapes. Oversized on top, sleek on the bottom. Sleek on top, oversized on the bottom, because they don't look bad in oversized. Oversized is part of their outfit. It's great. They just look better in boxy shapes and in shapes that keep its shape. And again, they look better when they work with contrast. And very similar to what I said about soft gamine, for example, boxy and cropped square piece on top like this, but quite short, can actually look separated from same oversized pants or jeans that are cropped, slightly shorter there, because then your ankles will be shown, especially if you wear some platform shoes. They can be quite cute. Maybe that's not the style you're going for, slightly funky or childish look. If you want to go for more classy and elegant look, always think within more narrow base for your outfits, because you can always add some oversized stuff on top. If you like to wear that oversized sweatshirt, for example, that's okay, just wear skinny jeans. Even though now is not very popular, I can predict that very soon it's gonna be back on trend and it will go in and out all the time, but you will still have it. You will still be able to work with all the pieces in your wardrobe together. It's just a matter of how you combine this. Alright, that's it. I hope that was helpful. Please let me know in the comments if you have oversized pieces and if you are able to work with them. Let me know in the comments, please, what kind of body type you think you have and what is happening with your oversized clothes and how you combine them and how you managed to make that work for yourself, or you didn't yet. So let me know, I'm very curious. Please subscribe to this channel, click on the bell button. This way you will not miss all the new videos. Also, click the join button or subscribe on my Patreon. I'm gonna leave the link down below. I'll see you very soon. Bye bye.